Sir, who will start first? Sir.
Very good evening. Well, very good evening, everyone. Okay, now, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. So let me start you. A very good evening, everyone. So today we are going to discuss one of the debatable topic that's called as what is better, paper books or ebooks. So let me point out, I'm not going to put any kind of a content into this debate. It's completely yours. So you can say that with me, Subhranshu and Sristiman and Rudra, Aryan, Mayank, and Nityam, and the last end list, Bidesh, right? So these 7 students have joined, and I expect that each one will present their or his or her opinion into it. So there is no girl, so we can point out that each and every boy will give his opinion into it. Right. Let's begin the session. So the topic is what is better, paper books or ebooks? Yes. Let me start with Bidesh. Bidesh, can you give opinion into it and your stand on to the particular topic?
Yes, sir. Good evening, everyone. My name is Videsh Marpanda, and today our debate topic is what is better, ebook or the printed book? So, on my opinion, I feel like the ebooks are better because the paper that we use for the printing of the books, these come out of trees, and sir, I feel like if we use ebooks, sir, it is not consuming any trees, it is eco-friendly, and sir, it is quite very cheap also, as due to there is no printing or paper charges to it, sir. And most of the books, like, there are many books which we find out of stock in the, in the libraries or bookstores nearby, but ebooks, sir, on the internet, ebooks are commonly found, and each and every storybook we search for, each and every type of book will be found, whatever as per to our requirement.
Okay, very good. So as far as Bidesh has pointed his opinion onto the topic that ebook is better than paper book. Anyone else?
Yes, sir.
Subhranshu. Subhranshu, go ahead.
So just
I will say,
I'm just saying that ebook is one-time investment in which you can buy app membership or a Kindle, and it also saves money because if you are book lover, you will means found you are quite interesting to read new book. In that case, you are spending expensive means you are spending on books, but ebooks are cheaper than book is because it is all in one. You can find thousands of books in one app.
Okay. Anyone
I
else?
will say,
Yeah. Can you guys switch on your video? Yeah.
a very good evening to my respected teachers and my dear friends. I am Aryan Pari of class 6, going to tell about what is better, e-books or paper books. In my opinion, e-books are better than paper books because e-books are portable and lightweight, making it easy to carry. One ebook reader can hold thousands of ebooks. It saves a lot of space in your home and in your bag. One doesn't have to worry about storage limit. A single device is enough to read any number of ebooks you want to read. Ebooks can be downloaded and stored for later use. Students and employees can go through the ebooks even while they are traveling. The content the contents of the ebooks are mostly cloud-based, meaning it can be updated anytime. You can share the book content with multiple users. The social feature on the ebook feature on the ebook allows sharing and liking content which is not available in paper books. No paperback covers, no paper printing, no packaging, and no shipping. It totally eliminates the paper printing process, saving printing saving printing charges for the publishers. Approximately 3 million trees can be saved in the world as 2.2 million books are published each year around the world in which each of the books page is made of tree. Thank you and have a nice day ahead.
Okay. So you have just given a big speech on the topic. Okay, but you gave up some of the good points, which are actually factual based, fact also, and we all agree with it. Yet, there is a necessity of paper books. Anyone else who would like to contradict? Okay, Nityam, go ahead.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Srujan here today to talk about which is better, ebooks or books. I would say that ebooks is better than books because, first of all, you can carry an enormous amount of books in just one slim object, which is your everyday, which you use every day, like a smartphone or a tablet. And secondly, you can carry around 200 of those in a micro usd, but if you talk about books, you need a if you want to store 200 of them, you won't even have space. Plus, ebooks don't actually make anything in the greenhouse and don't cause a greenhouse effect, as they need not necessarily need to be cut out and made from paper from a tree, but we can directly use that and just use it in a pdf. Plus, in ebooks, it's also a rare case that ebooks can be much more cheaper than the original book. That's what I have to say.
Okay, that's great. Very good.
Also, just one another point. If you want to read a book, you also need to carry dictionary, which can make carrying very hard. But in ebooks, you don't need to worry about that because it has an inbuilt dictionary.
That's great. So, anyone else? Who is the next? Rudra, Mayank, Srishtiman, and Rudra, Mayank, and Srishtiman. Go ahead. Rudra, Mayank, and Srishtiman.
Sorry, I'm not prepared.
Okay, whatever you know, you can give your pointer into it. It doesn't need any kind of a preparation. So whenever you participate in a debate, you're supposed to carry means certain ideas or associate with the society and associate around yours means things, right? Then only means in debate you don't need to prepare. You need to simply think, right? What is this topic and how I can associate things into it? Yes, Mayan, can you?
No, sir.
Okay, Rudra.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Can you
Good
switch
evening,
on the
everyone. My
video?
name is
Switch on your video.
yes. So it is
Yeah, yeah, it is good. It is visible, but at the same time it is also means now off also. Okay, so let me give you a kind of a contrast here. As far as I find out, like Bidesh, Nityam, then after Aryan and Subhranshu, they four of them have given the points for the side of the topic of ebooks, that they believe that ebook is better than paper book, right? But let me point out, guys, you have just pointed certain ideas which is considered as a um, easily available, but at the same time it makes a kind of a point here whether ebooks create certain amount of interest. Let's look into the negative side of it. The negative side of the ebooks can be considered as a you have to watch all the time, tab or mobile phone or computer. So every time you have to sit before the computer, laptop, or called as a means mobile phone or tablet. So that can cause a kind of a problem to your eyes. That is the first point. Second point is called as a you don't feel the same kind of a emotion, same kind of a attachment that the hard binding cover, the hard paper, the paper book creates among the readers, which ebooks cannot. Third thing is called as a means it's not about that the ebooks where you find out the thousands of books downloaded. It's only shows what means a kind of or a medium, right? A medium which through means you can collect the things, but it does not create the interest in the reader. Another thing is called as ebooks and paper books. So ebooks came just now. Despite ebooks are present, right? Still people look for what paper books. Why? Why they look for the paper books? Now because means it's easily available. Second thing is called as you spend much money into it and you can keep it, and wherever you go means you can easily use it. In the case of ebooks, you have to keep the internet connection. You have to carry a such kind of a means device where the content can be the front size of the content can be that much bigger, so that you can means clearly see the things, clearly see the means content into it. Even some of the hard binding paper book carry the picture of it, right? And in the best on the basis of the picture you will realize, you will understand, right? So if you have the ebooks in your mobile phone or in your gadgets, sometime also means because of the disinterest it carries, you go to the game site or you can listen to the songs, and which is nothing but distracting you, right? Distracting you as a reader, right? But in the case of paper books, you won't find out such kind of a means such kind of a what do you say that facility, right? So therefore, you can consider that paper books is something which is helping the readers to, helping the reader to feel the same kind of attachment, right? Uh, like let's say that even if we have the newspaper, e-newspaper means still also there are 90% people buy. 90% people buys what? Buys hard binding newspaper, right? Every morning. They love to read that. They love to hold the means a newspaper in their hand and take a sip of take a cup of tea, right? Take a cup of tea or a cup of coffee. So that creates a kind of a, means moments, right? That is the region, or these are the region for which we can say that means uh, paper books are called as a hard binding paper, right? Or books or newspaper can be considered as the better than ebooks. Yes, it's my point. Or these are my points. Anyone else? Yeah,
Sir, I have prepared 2 points, sir.
yeah, yeah.
Can I
Go ahead.
tell?
Mhm.
Yes, sir.
Please switch on your video first. Yeah,
Sir, it is visible.
yeah.
Um, um, in my opinion, I think in my opinion, ebooks are much better than the paper book because it has means in any time we can hold our mobile and see all the news what happening in the cities or world. But in the other hand, you can see we have to buy paper, so that's why in cities many peoples are many peoples are seeing the news in the mobile. And another point is that in the other you can see that a paper book uh, are harming the environment because for one paper it is causing 70, but in the other hand you can see we know that mobile destroy our eyes, but if we watch it in limited, so I think we can means um, see in all the time we can see the news that is in coming in our mobile.
Okay.
This
See, Srishtiman pointed one of the thing that if we see limited, then we don't find out any kind of a negative impact of the means gadgets into our eyes, and we can read for a limited period of time. That is what one of the weakening area, right? For which we can consider that paper book is better, because paper book you can hold it and you can read means as many hours as you want. Yes, Mayank and Rudra, can you
sir,
Sir, I have some points.
wait a minute? Subhranshu want to say something. Yeah, Subhranshu, go ahead.
Eraser means like tablet. It's called Amazon Kindle, in which you can read infinite book, and in that you will not harm your eyes because it have like soft light that you have to feel like you are eating a paper book.
How? How would you say that you are you turning one paper means one into the another one? So you are not
Means it means it will not affect your eyes. Means dangerously. Means
any gadget which is
Any gadget can
any
affect your
gadget
eyes no matter what.
that
But
Srujan, you are with ebooks or wait. Srujan,
whatever
you
you
are
are
with
saying,
ebooks or without ebooks?
he is with ebooks, he is trying to justify my points. So
Yes, sir. What is this, sir? He is with ebooks, huh?
no, he is trying to justify my points means what? He is trying to justify my points means he is trying to make.
Somehow he is making you win, sir. I will not accept that.
Okay, Mayank and Rudra, you have not yet told. Could you please point your means put your opinion? Rudra, Mayank.
yes, sir.
Hmm. Rudra, switch on your video first.
Sir, can I say my own?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, sir. So that is. Good evening, everyone. My name is Rudramada Jenna, and I am going to talk about e-books are better than paper books because e-books come with Zoom
Zoom fonts and that make easier in readings. And readers can store thousands of ebooks in a one device. Ebooks are portable and lightweight, making it easy to carry around. It saves a lot of space in our homes. Uh, uh, Ebooks has multiple features like zooming, highlighting, and the font, and etc. Cost of ebooks is very less than the cost of paper books, and ebooks can save many trees as it is used in making papers. Thank you.
Mayank, can you
Yes, sir.
go ahead? Switch on your video first.
Hello, everyone. My name is Mang, and I tell a debate on paper books and books. Uh,
Go ahead.
yeah, that's what.
Okay, doesn't matter. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
They just say whatever points you know.
Whatever you know, you speak up.
Okay.
Guys, everyone, please switch on their video. It's a request. Go ahead, everyone. Mitra, Smritiman, Subhranshu, and Aryan, please switch on your video. Rudra and Aryan, you have not yet switched on your video. Yeah, go ahead, Mayank. Which one do you think better, ebooks or paper books?
Sir, paper books.
How?
Sir, because in that case, we don't have any eye strain, sir. But sir, I am agree that ebooks are very useful. They are very light man, and they are uh, we take it everywhere. But if we don't have the eyes, then how can we see that? But paper books are costly, and ebooks are not costly. The reasons are that. So
Mayank, you said that ebooks actually like what those radiations, but that also happens when you read a normal book.
No. How come
That
radiation?
happens.
How
So that happens
radiation?
until and unless you
How
sit in the
radiation
right
comes out
position
from a
and
book? How radiation comes out from a book? So
so not radiation like
frequency.
the affect it
Okay,
affects the eyes.
I would also say that Bidesh and Nityam and Aryan and Srishtiman and Subhranshu, as well as please switch on your video, everyone. Aryan and also Rudra. Rudra, please switch on your video. So
Sir,
let me point out, once you have a charge of 100%, you can use it for 2 hours or 3 hours and read the book. And every time you will find out that means you're reading it and automatically your display gets off, right? But in the case of paper book, you won't find out such kind of a problem. Second point, it's called as a once your battery gets dead, once your battery gets dead, your mobile, your phone
Sir,
or
we
laptop.
can.
So
Sir, we,
you can make it. Yeah, tell me.
So
sir,
first
we
of
can
all,
tell
for these
about
two
the
points, I want
debate
to say
on other
that whatever
books.
device we are using
Means
on,
like
we will not have any problem.
Ransu,
First of all,
Rudra, please switch on your video. Yeah.
so like
sir,
for reading, we don't have any problem usually because it will take like very less charge. So if we just like 100% charge our device, it might take many, like a much longer time depending upon our working, like are we doing on the device. If we are using such a heavy application for reading, it might also do a problem and drain out the charge. But if we are using a light application, that won't drain out the charge that fast.
So you are just making a condition. You are just making a condition that if you have a heavy means or called as a kind of a heavy application, then only your charger gets reduced. But at the same time, let me point out to Nityam, I'm not talking about whether it has the charge or it has not. I'm talking about that it is a technical gadget and it might have the problem of battery dead. And once the battery gets dead, you cannot get the chance of reading, right? Let's say that I'm going from Bhubaneswar to New Delhi and it's a 2 days journey. I need to keep my mobile phone for the charging of 100%. And during that period of time, you will get the interval of lots of calls, lots of messages, lots of other application tests, right? So you will find out lots of interference. But in the case of paper
So
books, in the case of paper books, you can simply vibrate your mobile phone or put mobile phone in a silence, and you can read your books means as long as you want.
So, like
So,
whatever is
but
you,
Sir.
but
so,
as someone
Okay,
said a
okay,
point,
Nityam,
there
allow
was
others
someone
to
I
also.
don't know who,
Yes,
but he said a point that we can use the devices for a limited period of time. Then what's the problem? The charge is gone. The limited time is also gone.
yes.
Game over.
Okay, yes, Subran.
Sir, over here, sir,
so,
I would like to say something, sir. Sir, in that case, sir, if you speak about the disturbance, sir, there are tablets like Kindle. Sir, they do not allow for calls or any other activities except for book studies. They don't even allow games or
so
YouTube. Sir, and another
Kindle,
thing, sir, if you buy books, sir, I have this book currently with me, sir. So if I complete this book, sir, in future I have to buy another book. But in Kindle, sir, that one tablet is enough for another book. I don't need to buy another one. So that can I can use it for years, like for 20 years I can complete my
So
whole
like we
career
can
with it.
search it on Google for the
So
whole,
you can sub plus if
so
it is a
for the
device
whole
you can
book.
maintain it for a long time.
You can
But
find
if
the
it
we
is
can
a
find the
book,
whole PDF
not
of the book
much people
in
can,
Google
because
Chrome or
much of the people can
PDF
just
PDF.
play with a bag, throw it out somewhere. And maintaining a book, first of all, for 25 years is one of the major issues because the ink will fade away. That's the major issue.
Yes, Aryan.
sir, and also Kindle provide you 7 days backup. If you charge is 100% and you can just read like daily 12 hour, it will give you 7 days backup.
See,
So,
yeah. Anyone else? Yes, Srishti. Yes, Srishti, go ahead.
No, sir, I don't want to say anything.
Why? You don't want to say anything?
Sir, I'm not think about any topic.
Okay. So, fine, guys. Let me point out the ending is not done properly, right? Let me point out you guys are telling about the specification, right? Presented in a mobile. But I'm telling about the demerits present in a mobile, right? Let's say that you are holding up 10,000 rupees of mobile phone and reading certain things. And what happened in a journey? What happened? Certain cases like it falls from your hand. Uh, it is gone, right? So it is destroyed, right? So the display was broken and you could not read it anymore. Second thing is called as I'm talking about the battery dead. So once the even if your biggest pointed that Kinley is or something like
Sir,
a
I have
Kindle.
thought on one more point. Can I tell?
Yeah, go ahead.
Sir, advantage in ebook is that sir, we can carry it wherever.
Carried it.
Means in our pocket or in our bag.
Yeah,
And
you
So
can.
anytime
he
we
is
can
Sir,
telling
read the
instead
sir,
of
reading.
sir,
carrying.
You can carry it in your
Sir,
pocket and bag, but while reading it, what you will do? You will put it in your pocket and you will read it. What you will read? You have to
Sir,
hold
you
it.
said
Sir, but
the
instead of
damage.
carrying about
No, means
Yeah,
Sir,
man.
but instead, sir, in today's time, we have about 20 books. Sir, and I think in our timetable, we need to carry about 15 books daily. Sir, but if we use one tablet, sir, it won't even take a bag to take it to school. Sir, and also, sir, if it gets destroyed, sir, there won't be any issues because, sir, sir, the progress is always saved, sir. Even if you log in with any other device, sir, you will have your progress saved.
Okay, stop,
that's
stop,
the
stop.
cloud feature.
Yeah.
Sir, also
Let
about
me
the
end the
point you
talk.
stated that if the device gets broken, well, that's the fault of the reader. He has to be more careful with whatever it is.
But at the same time, we were talking about which one is called as a means handy, handy or called as a suitable for the reader, right? So now you can say that you are a rich man or a rich person's
so
son.
both have
You
disadvantages.
can hold, you can hold a device where you can means, log in for the Kindle or called as any of the site, and you can read the book or you can download. But what about the underprivileged or called as a below poverty line children? So will they carry the mobile phone? Will they carry the kind of a gadget which through they can read? No.
No, sir, we are talking
They
about the
can
cities.
And
carry,
another
but
thing,
now government
and
Sir,
actually
sir,
stopped.
but over here, sir, you are diverting the topic, sir. Sir,
no,
you are diverting the topic, sir.
I'm not changing. I'm
Yes,
not
sir,
changing.
you're
I'm,
diverted the
no,
topic,
no.
sir. This is out of context.
I'm just pointing the fact. I'm just pointing the fact. Now let me
Sir,
point.
you are diverting the topic, sir, to the poverty
Yes,
line, sir.
No, not to
sir,
poverty.
there's
That is
nothing
also one of the
related with
reason. That is
poverty
also
in
one of the
ebooks and
reason
books.
why paper books are beneficial. See, you can't deny that there are maximum children during this pandemic do not have the opportunity of reading, right? Do not have opportunity of going
So
through the
most of
online
the
class.
children are in
Why?
Sir,
village.
in today's time, one set of book of our class, sir, it is costing up to 8,000 rupees.
Now you are talking about the CBSE standard. I am talking about general sense. And let me point out, all the books cannot be
So
availed in
whatever
a
you say
all
about
the
general sense,
all the books cannot be availed in a Kindle or
Sir,
called.
I am also talking about the NCRT books, sir. Our NCRT books. Sir, we are buying the books for 8,000 rupees, sir.
But you're
Sir, why not pay 2,000 rupees and buy a Kindle forever, sir, lifetime?
see.
so whatever you said, yeah, that's not each and every book is available. Then why can't people
Yes,
just
now
make
he
that?
agreed. He
No, sir,
agreed.
no, sir, no,
Now
sir.
with this,
Sir, my point
accept that
actually, I
Nityam
haven't
is
ended
agreed.
my point, sir.
Nityam agreed
Sir, they
that
can,
all the
sir,
books are not available in the means in your website. You have to means, let's say that state board. Let's
sir,
say
yeah,
that
I
Sir, no, sir. Internet contains every single book.
Videsh, wait. So then whatever is happened, there's not a problem with that. Because anyone just
it's
can
a
buy
problem. That's
one
what
set
it's
of
suggesting.
that
See,
all books
you cannot
and
go
Sir,
for
just
his point is
you cannot
stating,
go for
sir.
the selective books, and for that you have to means buy one of the device to read those things. You cannot go for the selective means reading books, and for
Sir,
this
why selective, sir? Sir, I told you now, instead of buying a set of 8,000 rupees, why not buy an infinite amount of book for only 10,000 rupees?
tell me that
Videsh, sir said
if
there are
you
some books not available. Let
Yes, sir. Sir, and Shujan's point is that if we start using the mobile softwares or mobiles, sir, then only those books will be available.
okay.
no,
And
no,
I would
that's
like to
not
say,
my point. My
Okay,
point is,
Subhranshu, Soumya, do you like
sir,
to
you
point out anything?
Videsh said that each
See,
of
guys,
our
let me point out another thing is called as a uh, when we are talking about
Sir,
yes, Mike,
sir, I tell only one line.
yeah.
Sir, in online platform, is there any children? There are many children who means in the class time they play games. Sir, you are agree? Many children are there.
Yes,
Sir, this is the biggest disadvantage, sir.
yes.
Sir,
That is why
sir
we
means
should not,
you are.
we shall
And
not
that
go
is
for
off
the, we
topic.
shall
And
not go
that
for
is
I
the
off
topic.
have,
topic.
Arre,
sir, for
Tom
that
Holland,
I
Tom
have,
Holland.
sir, for that I have given the point out. Sir, there are mobiles, the Kindle app. Sir, they block all activities
It
except for
seems,
reading and
it,
reading.
it
So
seems
now
like
Sir,
you
It
are
is
YouTube is not
advertising.
impossible.
allowed.
then
It
modes
Means
seems
for
like
Not
you are
means
watching
impossible.
we
My
all.
advertising.
brother is
Arre,
studying.
this
see
is
with the
impossible
application.
because we
And
all are
Mayank,
addicted to
whatever
that.
you are saying, Mayank, whatever you
Not
are saying
impossible.
is out of the context. We are
Mayank,
not talking about classrooms here, but we are talking about books and ebooks. That's
no,
the
no,
difference.
sir,
But at the same time,
no,
we are
no,
talking
Sujan.
about ebooks everywhere in a gadget, right?
Sir, my brother is studying. Sir,
So
my
we are
brother is
talking about the
using.
drawbacks. Fine, fine,
The
fine, guys.
gadgets and
Wait.
ebooks are
Stop, stop,
different
stop,
here.
stop. We will go for the
Just
other
a
topics.
minute, sir. Sir,
Yes. We have to go for the other two topics.
sir. Mean um. Okay, sir.
Yeah,
So
go ahead,
just one
Bhanu.
second, I have one
Sir,
point.
I was telling.
So you
Sir,
said that
my
each and
brother.
every book is not available. So whatever you can do, just one person can buy that set of the book, make it in a PDF and share it into among all. And there's no
Will I add
problem.
one point?
Plus,
Will I add one point?
It,
Let me point out
Yes,
one
sir.
last point. The last point is called as if ebooks provide such kind of a thing, then the schools will not tell you to buy books every year.
sir, I am telling you, sir, my brother is studying in
Means
Fiji, sir. Sir, my brother
But sir, all the
is
knowledge are
studying.
not kept in a mobile.
Sir, just a minute, sir. I am stating, sir. Sir, my brother is studying in Fiji class 11 and 12. Sir, he has been provided with a tablet and software. Sir, he cannot access anything except for Google Meet, his class software, his class lectures, internet, ebooks. Nothing else he can access, sir.
and that's not a big disadvantage, but an advantage about what Mayank said. And what Mayank was saying is also out of context. But yeah,
It's not out of context, it is in context. That is a disadvantage. But we have a point to that. We have a point to that.
Okay,
Sir,
now,
and even if sir,
okay,
there
stop,
are
stop,
that
stop. We
cannot
end the
mix it up.
topic now. We end the topic now. I just want to know the certain points you guys have given it. Now, shall we move to the next one? The next one is a picture presentation. So, guys, are you ready for the picture presentation?
No, sir.
But you
no,
have to.
sir.
Okay, just go for the one picture.
no, sir.
Just go for the one picture. First picture.
I'm literally confused what I have to do with the pictures.
Yeah, I'm telling no. Just wait for
Sir,
it.
we need to describe.
Yeah, you need to describe the picture. Let me help you first one, right? And then the second one you will do on yourself, right?
I think the first guy there is Martin Luther King 7, sorry 6.
Okay. So let me point